Pirate Nation on X said, a study shows that 73% of players are willing to verify their identity to prevent cheating in games. Now, this is building on top of the cheating in the story about Riley, who is clearly using an aimbot, and people are upset. And then they follow that up with their, no, I'm not. And here's proof. Here's a hand cam of me.
Into like a 2TS. I'm behind
Look.
Everybody. Holy shit. Oh my fucking god!
I mean, hold on. Are we supposed to just believe that, by the way? The acting is so terrible. Oh my fucking god! Oh my god! Can you believe I just did that, guys? You guys see that? So they're using a hand cam and clearly lying about it. And Pirate Nation brought this up, and I thought this was curious because in the face of all the, we don't want our ID, we don't want people to know us, we want anonymity, it does bring up an interesting question when it comes to cheating in online games. I'm going to tell you guys my standpoint on this first, and then I'm going to go into it further and see what you guys think about it. But I don't want ID verification for anything because I don't trust any of this shit. I would like better processes, better use of artificial intelligence to be able to verify if someone's cheating or pick up on if someone's cheating, stuff like that. I feel like that would be the future that a lot of people would embrace. And it might be rocky at the start, but better than just giving up your identity for a company to know your information. I am not going to give my ID. I don't want to be verified. I would rather remain anonymous when I play my games and go from there. Unfortunately, I feel like the direction of the gaming world is going more and more towards identity and finding out who people are. But back to this post from Pirate Nation. I wanted to do more research on this. So I went to the source of the study that he provided there. And wouldn't you know it, the source of the study is the same company that sells you a solution to the problem. Isn't it weird how that always seems to be the situation? This comes to us from PlaySafe ID. Gaming's cheating crisis report. The impact on players and profit. An independent study conducted by Atomic Research, August 11th, 2025. And they go through this entire information from Andrew Wales, the founder and CEO of PlaySafe ID. And they talk about how 80% of gamers have encountered cheating in online games. 55% of gamers have either reduced or stopped spending on in-game purchases because of cheating. And all these other stats that bolster an argument for, I don't know, say a company that's trying to sell you a solution for the problem. And they even call it a problem in this pamphlet, this handy dandy pamphlet, which I'll go through in just a minute. But I think the best thing we could do is hear from the head of PlaySafe ID. The best way to play. Fair gaming shouldn't be revolutionary. It should be standard. We're fighting back. And this dude looks like a 18-year-old YouTuber that just wants to make a name for himself by saying, guys, trust me, bro. ID's great. Here's why. So let's hear him out and see what this dude has to say.
The single biggest problem facing players across the whole gaming industry is cheating, hacking, botting. It's people that use software or hardware to gain an unfair advantage over.
So he's already starting this out telling you what the single greatest problem is from his perspective, because he has a company to sell you a solution to it. That's not the single greatest problem. I would argue the single greatest problem threatening gaming today is ID verification. That's the biggest concern for me. I think you could also argue consultancy groups impacting what is available to buy. I also accept payment processors limiting what's allowed to be purchased. All of these things are much larger problems to me than whatever he just said. But okay, bro, let's hear you slay here.
over each other. Despite billions of dollars and over 15 years of investment into anti-cheat and detection models, these problems have got worse than ever.
Uh, no, they haven't. You're living in denial if you're saying it's gotten worse. Cheating's always been really bad, especially in FPS games. Always, forever, all the way back to the original. Like this has been something extremely prevalent forever. So he's building on emotions and trying to hit hard. Like this is a sales pitch. Oh, it's getting even worse now, guys. We need to strike now. This is selling a product.
The real problem, though, is a lack of accountability, right? It doesn't matter if people cheat or get caught because they just create a new account and come back 30 seconds later.
Correct. I'd say that is fair to say that. Yep.
We at PlaySafe have created this accountability.
Okay, so now we have a divergence from here. I'll agree with you that is what people do when they cheat, and that's a problem. And now we are diverging from what I feel like the solution would be to what your solution is. This is the issue I have with it, especially when paired in conjunction with the entire study that he has provided or his company has provided with it.
With the PlaySafe ID. It is a single life ID that you can claim and every player can get one. You will only ever play against other real people with a valid PlaySafe ID.
Do you understand how terrible of an idea this is? No, guys, it's totally safe because everyone who you're playing against has verified their ID. And what if you get wrongly accused of cheating and you get removed and you're not allowed to play anymore and you did not cheat? Then what? What say you then? Oh, there'd be a way to get back in. Okay, so it's the same problem you have at the beginning then? Gotcha. Okay.
These are people who haven't been caught cheating, hacking, botting, or being inappropriate to kids across any game. And if you are caught breaking these very simple rules, you face penalties for the first time, but not just for that one game account now, but across all PlaySafe-protected games.
I'm telling you, like, this strikes me as like the same approach to, oh, someone got shot downtown. We need everyone to turn their guns in to make sure that nobody gets shot anymore. Like, bro, that's people. Cheaters are going to cheat, my guy. There's no like simple solution. And taking away anonymity from people is not going to fix that. It's just going to mean people are giving up their privacy and then deal with cheaters anyways.
These penalties can range from a couple of weeks to months to years, and they scale. So if we catch people more than once, the penalty gets much, much, much more severe.
This is such a business proposition. My concern with all of this is that a mega corporation hears this and they're like, yeah, let's do that because that goes in line with what we're trying to do anyways by pushing ID verification. Let's buy this guy's company and implement whatever he's saying and just go with that and call it ID safe anyways.
We want to create this environment where it actually matters that you play by the rules so all gamers can have a fair and fun time when they're playing.
You know what actual gamers are going to do when they hear that? Especially actual gamers that cheat? Sounds like a challenge. Let's try to take this company on and see what we can do to poke some holes in it. That's going to happen every single time.
Because that's what it should be about. And unfortunately, it has been spoiled. So to claim your PlaySafe ID is dead simple. All you do is you create an account with us and
give us all your information.
And you scan a QR code. You then scan a document, take a picture of a document. That could be a passport or a driver's license, and you take a selfie.
There it is. There it is, guys. Just give us your driver's license or your passport. We promise we're different than the other guys. This is totally like on the up and up. There's nothing you can worry about with us on this.
This is known as a KYC check, and it's actually not handled by us. It's handled by our partners on Fido, who are giants within the KYC and identity verification industry.
I don't care if you're the United States government. I don't want to be giving you my information for this. What the hell does that even matter? What?
do checks like this, very common throughout the whole of the finance industry.
He's desperately trying to make it sound just so natural and normal. It's like he's like, no, but hear me out, hear me out. It's totally normal. It's a really big company that they're not gonna fuck with your data, guys. There's probably not gonna be any leaks or anything. Just trust them. They're a big company. They're really big.
And in other massive industries as well. Now, we've actually been quite clever with our setup at PlaySafe. Our relationship with OnFido is you prove your identity to them, and they only notify us if it was successful, you are who you say you are, and this is the only time that they've ever seen you.
Again, that does not make me feel any better, because the problem still lies in when you scan your ID, it goes out to someone. That is always the fatal flaw in this plan, even if it's going to someone else. It's so fucking obvious too. They're like, no, don't worry. Even if you don't trust us, you don't need to, because you need to trust this other random company that's not us. But it's okay because they're bigger.
This means that on our side, on PlaySafe, we don't store any of the biometrics. We don't store any of the documents. We don't know anything about you.
What about the other company, bro? What about the one where we're scanning our documents to? What about them?
All I know is that you are a real person. You are who you say you are, and this is your one life. From here, you can connect your PlaySafe ID to PlaySafe-protected games.
This is so juvenile. This is so stupid. I feel like this guy's in 3rd grade thinking that this is going to work. This is so stupid. This is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. This is one of those ideas you get like on a drunken stupor with your friends at the bar. You're like, hey, mate, I got a great idea. We get people's identities, and then we know they can't cheat because we know who they are. But hang with me, because if they get worried about that, we can tell them we're not the ones scanning, it's someone else.
And services for the most fair, fun gaming experience possible. I really genuinely want games to be as fair as possible for everyone. For me, for my friends, for everyone that I've known, and for all of you guys.
And you want to make money off of doing it. Let's be real, because if you really felt that way, you would want to find out how AI could do a better job of detecting it. You'd want to keep it anonymous because you'd understand that gamers don't want to provide their information for this kind of stuff across the board. Like, I mean, maybe what, 1% of gamers, maybe that's kind of high, would be okay with being like, yeah, sure, let me scan it, upload my ID, my driver's license, my passport, send it over to this third-party company, verify me, give me a code, log in with this code, become this person on Jesus, like, dude, I just want to play the game. Holy crap, like, what are we doing?
Guys, accountability is the root issue, and with a PlaySafe ID, we are looking to solve that. So create your account, sign up, and come and enjoy gaming the way that it should have always been.
This is, oh my God. This is so bad. This is, I only watched part of this before the stream. This is far worse than I thought it was. It's all about the money. He doesn't care about protecting people. He doesn't care about a playing safe environment. He wants the money. He wants a mega corporation to pick up on this quote unquote company's technology of literally being the middleman, by the way. They don't really do anything except provide you with a randomized ID based off of a third-party company that's scanned your actual data. There's still a massive fatal flaw to whatever this guy's trying to sell to people. But I will give him credit. Like, the website looks very professional, looks legitimate, looks all this stuff, but I can't take him seriously. I can't, like, bro, I can't take you seriously. 1, who the fuck are you? 2, why should we care or trust you? 3, who is going to do this? Who would do all this? Safe game. Oh, actually, I changed my mind, guys. Never mind. It's for the children. I'm sorry. What was I thinking? It's for the children, of course. Oh, jeez. I am living in the Matrix. These people can't be real. This cannot be real. Oh my God. Your PlaySafe ID is anonymized and unique ID that is generated when you prove you're a real person. The hypocrisy in the first sentence is mystifying. You prove to us that you're real by giving us all your data, and then we'll make sure that everyone else knows that you're random. But we'll. Oh God, this is great. How does it make games better? Protected matchmaking by connecting your PlaySafe ID to a game. You can only play here if you want a valid PlaySafe ID. This is so dumb. And again, my concern is that somehow this will get implemented. And you guys, you could say you heard it here first with how stupid this is. And it's going to find a way into gaming. And I'm going to be like, no, this is not the answer. This is stupid. And this guy's going to end up making millions of dollars. And they're going to be like, oh, yeah, that didn't work. Oh, look, it's for gamers, developers, and oh, yeah, don't worry, guys. Parents. Oh, thank God. As a parent myself, I am so thankful and grateful to this company that I will be providing all my identification to them to save my kids somehow. First off, what? And anyways, just to close this off, back to this report, quote unquote, from the PlaySafe ID. Yes, the report coming from the same company that I just showed you that video from provides information proving their standpoint of why you need to purchase a product from their own company. Weird. It's almost like they aim for a target and hit it to sell a product to people. Almost like this is just a marketing piece, a puff piece, fluff that actually doesn't mean anything at all. Nothing independent about this outside of them saying, oh, we contracted with independent people to find out what people thought. Yeah, okay. This is why you need to use our company as the response and result to fix that problem that we've created. Almost all gamers have a gut feeling that cheating has gotten out of hand. They know it's a problem because they experience it all the time. I know that developers often prefer not to address cheating publicly, but players know it's happening. They are suffering because, well, first off, now he's throwing developers under the bus. Dude, developers handle it very publicly. People get banned all the time. What? They're suffering because of cheating, and developers are missing out on massive amounts of revenue because of, look, guys, use us and you'll get more money. Once everyone just bows, bends the knee, and submits their driver's license and passport to us. And then magically no one cheats anymore because reasons. This is like one of those math equations where it's like, you give us your ID, we tell companies you don't cheat anymore, and I guess there's like a step in between there, and then profit. Saying that this is going to somehow stop cheaters is comical to me. This is Andrew Wales, founder and CEO of PlaySafe ID, which I'm going to imagine, I don't know if he calls himself out here, does he?
The single biggest problem.
Nope, he doesn't even say who he is. So this, as far as I can tell, is a one-man show who is pretending to be a massive company, hoping that a big company falls for it and buys their product from them. Which, I mean, to be fair, if it was a good product, it doesn't matter if it's one dude doing it on his own. I think this is a terrible product. I think it's hysterical. I think it's actually very scary if a company gets duped into buying this. But he's not going to think that. He's going to be like, cha-ching, we fucking did it. We made our money. Everyone is now less safe because we have their information. But I made my money actively ruining the game industry on the way down. Funny how that works. Stash My Ass says it's not a one-man show. Check his team. He has a team. Meet the team. Oh, there he is. Okay, that's him. Ben Dixon. This guy, what the hell? Is that what even is that? Is that a bull? Man, you know what this strikes me as? I wasn't that wrong when I said a bunch of dudes at the pub getting wasted, being like, let's get a company together and just throw shit against the wall and hopefully someone just buys it. Oh God. That's definitely something. Definitely something. Anyway.